Hey there, so I want to go ahead and show you the system and how this works, how we actually get you the leads inside your local area. I'm not going to go into everything here just because that would take a little while, and I don't think you need to know, the coding and everything that goes into this. But I do want to show you at least a little bit so you can get a sense that this is something that can work for you. So let me go ahead and pull the screen up here. The place that we start is with a website, and the very first 48 to 72 hours, typically what we do is we build out a landing page. So this would kind of be an example of a landing page. So we have a form, we have a little bit of text here, we have a button right here, and what this allows us to do is this gives us a foundational page to send people from Google Ads, and I'll get to that here in a second. But essentially what we then do over time is we really start to build this page out, and we have a lot of content on here. We have pictures, we have more content. So one of the things that we focus in on is something called search engine optimization, or SEO. You may be familiar with that term. All that is us ranking a certain domain name. So this is your domain name up here. All we do is we rank this domain name for certain keywords like pool cleaning inside of your local area. So let me show you an example. This is the same example I used in the previous video in Overland Park, Kansas. So I searched pool cleaning in Overland Park. Now, search engine optimization is basically what is going to come up in the search results when a person types this in. These are the top companies that are currently showing for that keyword or keyword phrase. This is considered the Google map, and I don't need to get into exactly this, but this is also very important in ranking. And I want to show you this example because this website right here, poolcleaningkc.com, this is actually Overland Park Pool Cleaning. So we are the #1 spot in Overland Park. Now this is a city of over 250,000 people. So this is actually a very competitive domain that ends up this brings in a lot of leads. So we're ranking #1 inside of this city, and guys, this is pretty much exactly what we do. We go into every city, we dominate the market. We get up to that #1 spot so that your domain would actually be the #1 result that comes up for pool cleaning or pool repair or pool maintenance, all kinds of stuff. So then when people click on this, they come right over, and then this is going to be the exact same website that I just showed you back here. From there, what we do is we link up a call tracker. So what do I mean by that? So we will put in a phone number here that is actually trackable. And what I mean by that is we link it to a back-end call tracking system where we can actually track the amount of leads that come in. Now, this is very important for metrics to make sure that we're able to track and make sure that we're doing our job for you. If we didn't have this, we might sit there in the dark thinking like, oh yeah, we're generating X amount of leads for you a week. And in reality, you could have got nothing. But what this does is this gives us the ability to say, hey, no, we are working, we're doing our job, we're actually able to prove here. Even more so, we have a call tracking recording on here. And this is something, we do we do definitely ask that you're okay with this. If you're not, then that's okay, we'd find another way. But we record these phone calls so that we're able to actually track if it's a legitimate lead or not. Some of these are going to be bogus calls that come in from Angie's List or Yelp trying to get you to sign up for something. Just a quick tip, don't do any of that crap. It's usually a waste of money. Most of the clients that we come across that end up using those, they'll come to us and then they cancel their subscription to that pretty quickly once they realize that all the leads that they're getting through here are exclusively theirs. They're not competing with anyone. And that's exactly what we do for you too. So I don't have a way to play this for you right now, nor would I be able to. I'm not liable, or I would be liable for some stuff here if I showed you that. That's one of our clients, and this is a protected call. But anyway, you can see like 165 seconds, 139 seconds, 160 seconds. Basically, any of these that are over really 60 seconds, even this one, 55 seconds, that's probably a voicemail for a lead. all you can see, like just in the last week, these are all legitimate leads right here. So the 5th through the 10th, and we're still, this is in March. It's still very cold in Kansas City. We're looking at, I think yesterday it got up into the upper 30s, maybe low 40s, but that's still not really pool season quite yet, but we're already getting leads. I just listened to this one. This was actually a hotel calling in for a pool service to service their pool for the next year. So that could be a very lucrative project for our pool cleaner here in Overland Park. So that's just an example of some of the leads that you can get. This thing kind of all starts when we launch it. I talked about, when we first launched this thing, we'd be using Google Ads. This is what your back-end Google Ads account will look like. Now, I will say there are 2 different ways that we do this. One is where you retain ownership of your website. The other is where we retain ownership of your website. And what I mean by that is this guy that we have in Overland Park, this is actually our domain name, poolcleaningkc.com. Our company actually owns that. And then he essentially rents this out. He exclusively gets all the leads, and he pays per month to get that. Should he ever cancel, he doesn't get to keep his website. But if he paid extra for his website, it just doesn't make sense for him right now. He's not in a position to do that. But if he wants to pay extra for his website to actually own this, then he is more than able to do that. And that is an option that we would have for you, is if you want to go ahead and purchase your own website, then you're obviously able to do that. Otherwise, most of our clients just opt for us building out the lead generation website on our domain, and then we send them the leads. And then, at any point during the contract, you can actually go and purchase that. So there's really no risk at that point. But anyway, the reason I said that is because this Google Ads account, this is actually our Google Ads account that we send to him, so that you wouldn't actually be seeing this if you don't buy your own website. But anyway, I'm not going to go through the ins and outs of this, but basically, we can go through here and we can track website lead, local phone calls. We've got just in the last month, we've got 21 clicks on those ads. We've got multiple calls that have come in through here. This is basically the system. So we use it to where we use Google Ads to send to the website to start with, and then we start doing search engine optimization, where you rank this website inside of your local territory or in your local community, where over time we might use these Google Ads less and less, because you're now ranking inside of the organic listings. Okay, so there are a few other things that we do. Let me get back to here. So there are a few other things that we're going to do on the back end. One of them is with Facebook. The other is with Google Maps. There's some other little ins and outs and little intricacies that we will build into this system that are going to generate leads for you. And this is very different from a lot of the things that you're going to get through HomeAdvisor or Yelp, like I said. And the coolest thing about this is these leads are exclusive to you. We do not partner with anyone else in your city. We're very adamant about not competing against ourselves. So if you work with us, you're going to get us and us only. You're not going to end up finding out that we're working with Joe Pool Cleaner down the street. That's not going to happen. Once you nail down your territory with us, that's that. You now own that territory, and then we're going to start growing it for you. So I hope this makes sense. We've done this time and time again. We're really excited to expand, and we're signing pool cleaners left and right now. It's really exciting, and we really want you to hop on board with us. We're, like I said, in the last video I said that we're a small business here in Kansas City, and we're really big on partnerships that last. We're not looking for a 1-month contract. We know that if we're successful, we will keep you as a client, and you'll be happy, and that's what's important to us. So thank you very much. If this sounds like something that you really want to do, go ahead and fill out the form below, and we'll give you a call, and we'll make this happen. Thanks.